today. Let's jump on this real quick before we get to the Whack 100 game topic, man. Remy Ma today was in court for her assault case. Now, a few months back, Brittany Taylor pretty much accused Remy Ma of assaulting her on the set of Love and Hip Hop. Well, prosecutors today made it clear that they could not prove without a reasonable doubt that Remy Ma committed any crime. They didn't have any witnesses nor any surveillance footage of Remy Ma committing the said attack. So the judge dismissed the case entirely today, and Remy Ma took to Instagram, to announce it and whatnot. Now, I think I did a couple of different stories on this, and to me, this is very alarming, Sam, man, because now we see that somebody is willing just to lie to try to get money, and clout. But before I let you go in, Remy Ma's lawyer did come out and say, like, look, because of this, she had to go on the ankle monitor. It cost her, to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. So that lawsuit could be coming for that ass, Brittany Taylor, for lying. But what do you think about this, Sam, man?
I mean, you talk about, first off, the inconvenience that it causes Remy Ma for somebody to be hating on you, can throw your name out there in the press. That's the price you pay for when you want to be famous or for when you are famous. Remy Ma does not deserve that. I'm not saying that she does, but that's just one of the prices you pay. She's in a situation where somebody thought that they can come up on her. She had to get on the ankle monitor because of her probation and things like that, or because of her.
She was on. That's another thing. She was on probation. Since she was on probation, this new thing came up. Boom. Yeah.
So you could have put this woman back behind bars with a newborn and a family. Her trying to do straight. It's really disgusting what you see. I mean, and then in Remy Ma's case, she absolutely should go ahead and file a lawsuit against this woman and go and get bread back. But then you still dealing with legal fees. It's just a big ass inconvenience for Remy Ma. I'm sure she'd rather not even deal with this nonsense. She probably ain't got the money anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, the hell no, that woman ain't got that money. She was looking for it for Remy. She ain't got the money. Right. So it's just like, damn, it's a shame that somebody can just say something. We see this happen a lot to the men, where somebody can come out and just point the finger and say he did this, and then this gets jumped to this conclusion. But rarely do we get to see it happen to a woman. Unfortunately, this happened to Remy.
You think Remy Ma, sorry to cut you off, is stupid enough to go through all the stuff that she went through for all, those years being incarcerated and losing? She said she became a millionaire, lost it, and came back out and became a millionaire again. You think she went through all of that stuff to risk everything, punching somebody in the face or doing something with cameras and shit? Is all, somebody else is gonna do that.
But see, Remy's reputation before going behind bars, and the new Remy that we know was somebody that would knock a bitch out cold, shoot a bitch, knock a nigga out cold, do whatever she had to do. So it was easy to go, okay, that's just like saying, all right, Mike Tyson punched me in the face. Word, Mike Tyson punched a couple motherfuckers in the face. That's probably true. And then they run with it, and now you see her with an ankle monitor on, and you got to deal with all this nonsense. And it's a shame that somebody can even run with a story and how it can even be publicized before we find out it's true or not. And once it got into the media and public opinion started jumping out there, it probably started swaying other people, authorities and shit like that. And it started, you know what I mean?
Black eye and all that, the fake black eye and all that. Come on, man. Crazy.
Remind me of the homegirl from Thin Line Between Love and Hate. She had a fucking orange.
But and the lesson in this, folks, is that people will go to any length. So when you hear these stories and stuff and they come out, people think it's true. A lot of times it could be just fabricated.
Why would they lie for? Oh God. What would they lie for?
I don't know.
Get off his planet.
Oh man, come on, man. That dude is finito. That dude is done, man. He is what it is with him.
Mad Dog 2028 up, brother.
Shit. How would they call that shit? Thunder, what that? Thunderbird or some shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's drinking something, man. But we say it. But man, you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother, Old God, and Sam Ant sitting over there. You're tuned into episode 272. We're going in today. If you're enjoying the episode today, hit that 5-star rating. Make sure you leave a comment. And also, you can subscribe to the podcast to make sure you get all future episodes of the podcast. Now, Sam Ant, the other day, we actually did an excerpt the other day. We were talking about Nipsey's artist. I think his name is BH. Yeah. And he sat down on No Jumper podcast, and he was speaking about the game's disrespect. Not the game, but Whack 100's disrespect. He also mentioned the game briefly. But since then, it seems like right on time, Whack 100 had a statement that he made about the great late Nip. We're going to play that, and we also have as a treat for the people at the game also speaking on that statement. But Sandman has that loaded up.
A lot of people coming at Blueface right now.
For what?
For saying, or well, for you going on and saying that Nipsey wasn't a legend.
He wasn't. What's a legend?
A legend.
Define a legend.
Someone that passed away. That
No.
I'll start.
No. Okay, listen. So let's keep it real. If Dr. Dre right now died, we would say we lost a legend, right?
Yes.
Wait. Based upon what? Numbers, right?
Yes.
Body of work, right?
Yes.
How many albums did Nipsey drop? One album, right? This is not no personal shit I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
This is just real shit. The man died with 1 million followers, no radio hits, no platinum hits, right? No world tours, right? After he died, he went platinum, sold a bunch of records, followers went up 9-10,000, right? 9-10 million, right?
Yeah.
Right, so first of all, we gotta define what the fuck a legend is, what the fuck a legend ain't.
Absolutely.
Right? Was he on his way? I think within time, yes, he would have been. But at the time of his demise, let's keep it real. The truth could never be defined as disrespect. If it is, that means you lying to your motherfucking self.
There we go.
That's just like a motherfucker saying, hey, Wack, you a little short, motherfucker. And I get mad. That's the truth.
All right, oh God. A lot of people say Wack was speaking the truth. A lot of people will say that. What do you think of what
it's subjective? Because first of all, you know, everybody can have different interpretation of what they think a legend is.
Mm-hmm.
He said it got to be based on, you know, body of work, and some people, Nipsey fans, will argue that his body of work would make him legendary, even though it was small, or what he did in the community, or what he was attempting to do, and the impact that he had was legendary. Tupac was only 24 years old when he died. Nipsey was 33, so people could say the same thing, you know. And he has been on record disrespecting Tupac. Obviously, you know, it doesn't apply to him, but I just think that's subjective. Some people may think that he's telling the truth about it, but to me, it depends on what you consider a legend. Now, I would say, you know, knowing what I know about Nipsey now, I could put him in the conversation as definitely a legend in a lot of different categories. Maybe not a rapper, but other categories like entrepreneurship, the type of person that he was and whatnot. I could consider him, you know, a legend. But in all, it's subjective.
This is my thing on it, right? Because Wack said something,
but disrespectful, I think, too. But yeah,
exactly, because it was very true that, of course, if you look at it in the context of music, of course, Nipsey's not a legend. He didn't do enough to become a legend in music. But when you look at the impact that he made on Crenshaw and Slauson, when you look at the impact he made in Southern California, and the impact he made to the people around him, doing things that some of your most legendary lyrical rappers have never done for their people, how can you sit back and so emphatically say he's not a legend? People that say he's a legend is this or that. Nah, okay, in the context of music, maybe so, but in overall, how would you get mad at somebody, in particular, somebody that he's impacted, not calling this brother at 33 years old a legend, given the impact that he made to his people? We look at Dr. Martin Luther King, we look at a Malcolm X, we could look at a Michael Jordan or Muhammad Ali, all legends in their own various right, in their different ways, shapes, or forms, but legends nonetheless. I think that even though he said it was no disrespect if Nip were to be still alive and continue his musical journey, he probably one day will become a legend. But for you not to even bring up the other things and completely dismiss it, to me personally, my opinion is just a little disrespectful.
Yeah, and it's just like something, you know, it's cool to be outspoken and speak your mind, but sometimes, you know, some things are better just not said. Like somebody asks you a question, you know, well, I don't want to answer that right now because the way it may be perceived. But Wack 100, I guess that's why a lot of people respect him, is that he's going to always wear it on the sleeve and give it to you like that. And I think that he knew what he was doing. I don't think he gives a damn if he thinks that people, if he feels respectful. He said way more disrespectful things to Nipsey than this. But, you know, we always asked about this aspect, and as his artist, the game, because we seen the game very close to Nipsey, even criticized for doing too much. You know what I mean? Posting him too much and different things like that. Yep. Well, even, you know, the prolific clothing line, the game has been just so outspoken, probably one of the most outspoken people since Nipsey has died. And for his manager to be saying things like this, the game was finally approached by TMZ. And he was actually asked this question, Sam, and I'm going to play this clip, and then we'll talk about what the game said.